Okay, so there's a poll that's just dropped in Australian politics, and wow, it's a real head-turner. We're not just talking about numbers here. This thing is telling us a lot about political strategy and maybe even the whole mood of the country. So, let's get into it. What is behind this political shocker?
All right, check this out. This is the big takeaway from the Sky Polls poll. You've got the Labour Party and One Nation both sitting at 29%, neck and neck. Now, for a smaller party to be right up there with a major governing party, that's not something you see every day. It's the kind of thing that really gets people talking.
And it doesn't even stop there. The surprises just keep coming. The same poll asked people who they'd prefer as Prime Minister. And get this, 39%, almost 4 in 10, said Pauline Hanson. That's a huge number. It points to some serious personal support, way beyond just ticking a box for a party. So you think the party would be thrilled, right? Well, how did they actually react?
Well, One Nation's James Ashby came out and kind of poured some cold water on it. He said, look, I don't care about these polls. We're still 2 years out from an election. And, he's got a point. But at the same time, he framed it as a really good sign, saying it shows people are getting behind them. It's that classic political move, isn't it? Downplay the numbers, but totally embrace the good vibes.
So that begs the question, right? How do you actually use a moment like this? I mean, a great poll number is one thing, but turning that into actual votes when it counts, that's a whole different ballgame. And this is where we get to see their actual strategy.
And let me tell you, they're not thinking small. Ashby made it super clear. The goal isn't just to catch up to Labour. They're aiming to get over the 40% mark. So for them, this poll isn't the finish line. It's the starting block.
So how are they going to do it? Well, they've laid out a pretty clear 3-step plan. Step 1, build the machine. Get campaign directors on the ground in New South Wales and Victoria. Step 2, make some noise. Bring in some big-name candidates to get people's attention. And step 3, ride that wave. Use all that buzz to build up voter confidence. See, it's a pretty straightforward plan to turn hype into actual support.
But wait, there's more to it. Their strategy isn't just about what they're doing on their own. Nope, it also includes a big shout-out to other parties, kind of like a call to arms.
And here's the appeal, right from Ashby. He's calling on what he calls like-minded parties to team up. It's basically a let's unite the right strategy. The whole idea is to pool their strength and create one solid front to challenge the current Labour government.
Okay, so we've looked at the poll numbers, we've seen the political playbook, but the conversation around all this stuff actually went a lot deeper. It started touching on, the overall mood of the country and this idea of national optimism. And what kicked off this part of the chat was actually something from King Charles. He gave a speech recently, and it really brought themes of hope and the future into focus. So suddenly we're shifting gears, moving away from just political strategy and into something a bit more philosophical about what might be driving all this. This was the line from the King's speech that really stuck with people. It's this beautiful message that, hey, even when things are tough, a brighter dawn is always just over the horizon. And that idea really seemed to resonate, This belief that you have to believe in a better future to make it happen. And this really lays out two very different paths for Australia's future, doesn't it? On one side, you have this kind of grim outlook, this fear that we could go down the same downslide that some parts of Europe have. But on the other side, you've got this positive vision, this idea that you need to believe in a better future to actually, make it happen. And that really creates this incredible sense of urgency. The idea is that Australia is standing at a crossroads right now, that there's this small window of opportunity, maybe just a couple of years, to turn the ship around and avoid the problems other places are seeing. It really paints this moment as absolutely critical.
Which brings us right back to the beginning and to a final big question. We started this whole thing with cold, hard data, a poll, a snapshot in time. And we've ended up talking about something you can't really measure, belief. Belief in a better future. So makes you wonder, in the grand scheme of things, what really drives politics? Is it the polls that tell you where you are today? Or is it that powerful belief in where you could be tomorrow?